Hello everyone, welcome back to FPL STAR. Today I gonna discuss about FPL Gameweek pre-analysis of Gameweek 30. Before starting, if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel. Now let's start. At first, I will look at the best attacking team for Gameweek 30, and if you look at last 10 games, I think Manchester City is the outstanding favorite here. They scored 25 goals in their last 10 games, where their expected goal was 24.4. This means they are performing as usual, and there are several Manchester City assets who attacks a lot, like Mahrez, Grealish, Haaland obviously, and Kevin De Bruyne. The second team I think you should go for in attacking sense is Arsenal. Their underlying data looks good and they scored 25 goals in the last 10 games, where their expected goal was 20.35. This means their attackers are overperforming, like Saka, Martinelli scoring goal for fun, and obviously Gabriel Jesus is now fit, so he also playing. But I think they are overperforming, and this data shows that. The third team I think you should consider is Brighton, and they scored 19 goals, where the expected goal was 24.32. This means they are underperforming, so they can even score more goals. This season they are playing amazingly well, they are scoring goals, and I think they are capable of scoring more goals, and this data shows this. On the other hand, Liverpool scored 14 goals, and this involves 7-0 win against Manchester United. And if you look at Liverpool expected goal 17.15, this means Liverpool attackers are underperforming a lot. They are missing a lot of chance, like Darwin Núñez missing a lot of chance. He has very good expected data, but he's not performing well. And other team here is Newcastle. They only score 9 goals, but their underlying data like expected goal score ratio is 17.54 in last 10 games. This means they are underperforming also. Now move on to the best defensive team for Gameweek 30, and obviously the first in this list is Manchester City. They concede 8 goals and their expected goal conceded is 8.11. But most annoying thing about Manchester City that they are conceding 1 or 2 odd goals, so that's why you are not getting clean sheet from Manchester City, but their defense are still very good. And the second team here is, I think, Newcastle, also defensively very good team. If you look at their Newcastle asset in defensive point of view, Trippier is a very good right back, and he's playing well, he's creative, so you can go for double up Newcastle, like Botman, Barn, and Pope also in goalkeeping option. They are good option. And other team in defensively, Brighton also playing very good defensive football. This data shows that. And also Chelsea, in last 10 games they concede 9 goals and their expected goal concede ratio is 10.03. And the fifth one is a surprising one, and it's Tottenham. They conceded 14 goals, but the underlying data shows that their defense are underperforming, where their expected goal conceded ratio was 11.78. So this means you can trust Tottenham defense. Now move on to the Gameweek 30 predicted clean sheet, and the most possible clean sheet is Manchester City. They will play Southampton away, and there is possibility to get clean sheet from Manchester City asset. The second one is Manchester United. They will play against Everton, and there is 44% chance. The other team is Aston Villa. They are defensively very well team now. Unai Emery, after the signing, they are playing very well football in attacking sense, also in the defensive sense. And their next match is Nottingham Forest, and there are 40% chance of clean sheet here. The other two teams is Chelsea and Leicester. I think the last one is surprising one. I am very much surprised about Leicester because they are conceding goal, but they are in Gameweek 30 against Bournemouth, their clean sheet predicted clean sheet is 37%, because I think it's a home match and that's why it's so high, and Bournemouth are not a very good attacking team. Now move on to the forward prediction, and for Gameweek 30 the best forward is obviously Erling Haaland. He got 7 points predicted for Gameweek 30, and other forward like Harry Kane also a good option as he will play in home against Brighton. Though Brighton defense are good, but I still think that Harry Kane can score with any opponent. Watkins are in great form. He scored 6 consequence matches, so he's in this list. And Tony, if he is not banned, then he's also a good option. Now move on to the from game week 30 to 34, a long range, and this also involved Haaland. He got 35 points predicted, where Kane is 31 and Darwin is 30, which is surprising. And I think it's because Darwin has got double game week in 34, and that's why his data looks so amazing. And he has also got fixture in game week 32, where Haaland has got blank in 32, so Darwin get extra fixture, and that's why I think he's there. And Tony and Watkins obviously in there. Now move on to the midfielding option, and the most likely midfielder who can score point in this game week is Bruno Fernandes. His predicted point is 7.1, where Rashford is 6.7, and they are playing Everton home, so that's a home match, and Manchester United playing very well at home, so that's the thing you should consider. And other player like Salah 6.2, it's a good thing for Salah, but there is some rotation risk now Salah, because in the last match against Chelsea he was playing in sub-appearance, so that's not a very good thing for you. The other two was a surprising one, and they are playing Tottenham away, but their predicted point is 6, because I think Brighton, I already show that their attacking data looks so amazing, so that's why they are in there. Now move on to in a broad sense, and Salah is also there because he has got extra fixture, and that's why he got 38 point predicted. McAllister, March are the next two. Their predicted point is 33, which is also good, and Fernandes, Rashford are there. So this means if you want to go for midfielder, you should go for Liverpool, Brighton, or Manchester United asset, and they are good. Now move on to the defensive point of view, and for game week 30, best defender is Trippier. His predicted point is 5.4, where Diaz is 4.7, and it's a surprising one for me because Manchester City defender has a high rotation risk, and you can go for their defender. They have good clean sheet odd, but I think it's too risky for going there. And other defender here is Fabian Schär 4.6. Ayling is a surprising one, 4.5 from Leeds, and I don't think that Leeds are a very good team, but Ayling is performing well because he keeps some attacking return also. And Gabriel is there 4.5. And if you look at the broad sense from game week 30 to 34, and it's also Trippier in there, and there is Alexander-Arnold because he has got double game week and also got fixed in game week 32, and Fabian Schär 26 point, Van Dijk 25, and Bellerin 23. Now move on to the goalkeeping option, and the goalkeeping favorite for game week 30 is Ederson 8.5 point, but I don't think he will get this point because if Manchester City maintain clean sheet against Southampton, which is very likely, Ederson will get just 6 points because he doesn't save a lot, and their defense doesn't concede shot in goal. So I don't think Ederson is a good option. And De Gea is here with 8 because he will play Everton home, so there is a possible clean sheet point. Steely from Brighton got 7.2 against Tottenham away. That's a surprising one, but I think Brighton are a very good team now, so they are capable of doing this. Alisson and Leno are also there, and if you look at from game week 30 to 34, the most predicted point is Alisson from Liverpool because of his most fixer. So this means for double game week, if you don't have free hit in your bank, you can go for Alisson or Liverpool asset because you will get extra fixer from them. And the second one is from game week 30 to 34 is a surprising one, and it's Leno from Fulham. He is expected to get 24 points because Fulham fixer looks so good, so they can score goal also, but their defensive number are also very good. The third one is Raya 23.4 and Ederson are 22 and 21. Now move on to the game week transfer trade, and this game week not a lot of FPL managers are transferring. 33% are not making any transfer, they roll their transfer, and 67% are now transferring either 1 or 2 transfer, but they are free transfer none of the FPL manager are now taking heat in this game week, and this is the trade for game week 30. And now move on to the captaincy choice, and there's a lot of FPL managers are going to captain Haaland, and it's going to be 61%. And the other good captaincy option is a Rashford, who's got Everton home and got 22%, Kane got 11%, and Salah is a odd number, just got 6%. Now I'll answer some of the dilemma for game week 30, and it's sell Maddison ahead of Bournemouth home is a good idea. I think the positive things about this that if you sell Maddison, you can avoid the yellow card tension. Like he has got 8 yellow cards, so if he get 2 yellow cards, then he will be banned for 2 games. And other thing about positive selling about Maddison is you are removing an asset whose team are not performing well, because Leicester are not performing well, their attacking number are not good, so you are removing a player from their team, and that's a good thing for you, and that's the positive thing about selling Maddison. But the negative thing is you are missing super home fixer Bournemouth home, and that's an easy fixer for Leicester, so obviously their attacker like Maddison can score goal here. And Maddison individually are performing well, though their team are not performing well, but Maddison individually playing well, and that's a negative if you're selling Maddison. And the possible suggestion for game week 30 about this question is you can sell for Maddison for player who have got double game week in game week 34, because that will give you extra fixture. And also you can hold Maddison if you think it, because if you are taking -4 to remove Maddison, I don't think it's a good idea, because he has got easy fixer. And the other thing about Maddison, you don't sell Maddison for Arsenal or Brighton asset, because Arsenal has got Liverpool fixer and Brighton has got Tottenham fixer, so this hard fixer you can go for Liverpool fixer, because they have got double game week and they are fixing game week 32, and also for Manchester City mid, because Manchester City has got easy fixer like Southampton away, like Mahrez or Grealish, even Kevin De Bruyne. Now move on to the second question, and if Haaland is unfit, it is too risky of going without any Manchester City player. And if you don't have Haaland, I think that's the most important thing. You should buy Haaland, because he was seen in training, so I think he will be fit. But if he is unfit, then against Southampton away, if you don't have any Manchester City asset, and that's a risky thing, but there are some positive also, because you are avoiding Pep rotation, because they have got a Bayern fixture in Champions League, so there are rotation. And the things about Manchester City that you cannot predict anyone that play. Grealish are playing almost every match, but you still doesn't say that he will obviously play. The other thing about Manchester City midfielder like Mahrez he playing in the right wing, but Bernardo Silva can also playing in the right wing. In last match, Bernardo Silva is rested and he is playing in sub appearance. So this match, I think Mahrez can also be playing in sub appearance, because we have got Champions League match where Mahrez will obviously play. And the other thing about not going for any Manchester City player without Haaland is like Manchester City player are not now highly owned players, so there are not a lot of risk to lose your rank. So that's the positive thing of not going for Manchester City player. And the negative thing is that you are missing some explosive fixture, like Southampton away is easy fixer, and then Leicester home 2 easy fixer, and their defense, like Leicester defense are shaky. Also Southampton are not a very good defensive set, so missing those kind of fixer, and that's not a very good thing. The other thing about that, you are missing a potential chance to ranking. And if you go for Manchester City player now and they score 2 or 3 goals, you can improve your rank a lot, and that's a negative thing if you don't have Manchester City players. And so my suggestion is you should go for Manchester City midfielder or forward, and forward is obviously Erling Haaland. And if Erling Haaland is unfit and he is out for 2 or 3 weeks, then you can go for Alvarez, but I don't think it will happen because he was pictured in training. And you can go for midfielder like Grealish, Mahrez or Kevin De Bruyne. And the other things about this, it's a good move, and if you can buy the right player, and if your player play in these 2 fixer, you will get point, but there is risk that there might not be played. So you should go for a player who are most likely to play, like Grealish, I think most obvious one. And you should avoid the high rotation player like Alvarez. If Haaland is fit, then he will obviously rotate, so he's high risk player. And you should avoid going for Manchester City defense back, because they are not totally attacking, like Ake, Stones, Ruben Dias are not attacking, so you should avoid them, and there are some rotation risk also. So that's the one. The third question is, and before going to third question, I will go to the trends of Manchester City player, and the 53% manager think that other than Haaland, Grealish is the best option, and 27% are going for Kevin De Bruyne, and 30% are Mahrez, and like Manchester City defense or other forward or midfielder got 7% vote. Now move on to the game 33rd dilemma, and it's do Liverpool huge rotation affecting your plan? And the positive thing about rotation, Liverpool huge rotation against Chelsea, is that I think in game week 32 or 34, their player will not be highly owned because of this rotation risk, and there will be get a very good differential option like Mohamed Salah will be a differential one. And the negative things that you are going for high risk strategy, because if they are rotated, so you are going for their asset and they are not playing, so that's a risky strategy. But and other thing about that, if they have a chance of rotation, then they are not a very good captaincy choice. So you are going for a player like Salah who has 12.8 million but not a captaincy choice is not a good idea. So my suggestion here is that you should avoid Liverpool defense first of all, because Alexander Arnold also rotated in last match, and obviously Robertson rotated for Tsimikas. So, and other thing about Liverpool defense are not performing well, they are not a very good defensive side, so you should avoid Liverpool defense. And the other suggestion is, if you are playing safe, you should wait as much as you can, because you get more information, and that's a handy one for you. And if you are chasing rank, then you can go for Liverpool asset, and it's a great opportunity for you. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, and if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Good luck for your team.